Hey guys, it is officially Friday the 13th, and I wanted to kind of take a little journey today. And I've been doing the 31 days of horror, so I thought that I would do something a little different and watch. I wanted to watch a Jason movie, so trying to decide which one and all that. And it had been a while since I'd seen Jason X, which obviously Jason Goes to Space in this one. I'm a big fan of this one. I have it on Blu-ray and stuff too in the box set, but I just wanted to be able to show off the movie itself. So I have this old that came out of one of the box sets up there. But Jason X, he goes to space and it's a lot of fun and all that good stuff. Well, I was thinking, you know what, I should make this into kind of a triple feature type marathon. And I was like, what other franchise villains have been to space? Well, Pinhead from Hellraiser has been to space in Bloodline. Say what you will about this movie, I actually like it. It's been a long time since I've seen it. So there's the back of that if you want to check it out. So I think I'll watch that one too. And then also, we can't forget the Leprechaun with Leprechaun 4, Leprechaun in Space. So I'm going to take a little journey today and watch these 3 flicks. And I thought I'd bring you along with me for the ride and talk about each one of them after I watch it. And yeah, a little something different and a lot of fun. So let's take this journey through space. Alright guys, here we go with Jason X. Pumped. I've got my favorite kind of Monster Energy, which is Monster Rehab. And I've also got my Atkins candy because I'm fat. So let's do this. Hey guys, so I just got done watching Jason X, and this movie's a lot of fun. It's just as good as I remembered it. It's been several years since I've watched it. Excuse me, but I really dig the movie. It's got some awesome kills. Everybody pretty much, I'm sure, knows about the freezing the girl's face in liquid nitrogen and then smashing on the counter. It's so cool. And, there's just lots of inventive ways. There's lots of nods to the things. Like, they even bring up the BFG from Doom. He's like, oh, you've got a BFG, like, it's so dismissively. And, I love actually the way when he comes back after he gets blown apart by that android chick, who's very cool also, and he comes back, he gets turned into that kind of cybernetic, like half cyborg, half Jason. He just looks cool to me. He looks almost like a video game / cartoon character / comic book character kind of deal. But anyway, he's cool. So I really enjoyed it. Had a lot of fun. I thought it's just campy and cheesy and silly and just a good time. So if you haven't seen Jason X, I highly recommend it. It doesn't really feel like the other films. It feels a lot different because it is very campy and funny. And, it does have a lot of gore and stuff like that. And it's got some great death scenes and probably my second favorite. I don't know. There's several good ones, but I just, love the way it ends and stuff like that. And it would have been interesting if they would have kept going with this and he crash lands on the Earth 2 and he's in the lake and the 2 people are like, let's go see what that was, kind of thing. So who knows, but cool movie. And yeah, I enjoyed this one. So now on to the next one. Here we go. Up next is Hellraiser Bloodline. It's been years since I've seen this film. I actually remember liking it. So let's check it out and see how it is. Hey guys, I just got done watching Hellraiser Bloodline, which I am a big fan of. I had forgotten how much I liked this movie. It had been a long time since I'd seen it. I think it's really cool. It's a good story. Gives you a lot of the lore and the backstory that has to do with Hellraiser and that universe and the Cenobites and all that. I actually watched it on Blu-ray. I just wanted to show that cover art on that DVD. Because it is on this 4-pack Blu-ray pack that I have, which it looked pretty good on Blu-ray as well. But yeah, it's just a really cool film. I really dig the whole mythology behind it, and I don't know why it doesn't get more praise because I think it's well done. The acting is good. I know the director Kevin Yeager had his name removed from the film, and they put the pseudonym Alan Smithy as the director of the film, and I know it sounded like he had trouble with Miramax, who made the film and produced it, and maybe he had a different vision. His was a lot darker and things like that, and I think they wanted Pinhead throughout the movie more and stuff like that, so he obviously had some problems and issues with them through that, but all that aside, it's a good film. And just a brief synopsis, it kind of spans generations. The movie starts off in space in the future. You see spaceships and all that, and this guy is summoning Pinhead through use of like this robot, and he has the lament configuration, the puzzle box, and he opens it, and Pinhead shows up. Well, these people bust in, and they actually, he's like, no, not yet, and then it flashes to, after a couple minutes, to the 16 or 1700s. So it flashes way back in history and shows you the toy maker, who's the guy who actually builds the lament configuration, that puzzle box, and he shows how he built it for these wealthy people who are trying to summon a demon named Angelique, and they summon her, and she wreaks havoc and stuff like that, and the toy maker kind of, then it flashes to modern times, then we end up again in the future, and it kind of follows the lineage of the toy maker played by the same actor, like each generation of him, and how he is developing a device in each generation that can actually do away with the Cenobites and Pinhead and all that, and he kind of is connected to the past, and he can remember all these things throughout history. So it's a really interesting story, and I think it's really well done, and the end is really good. It has a climax where it gets back to space, where the current generation of the toy maker has been telling this story the whole time, and yeah, I thought it was cool. It's got a lot of good gore, a lot of good creature effects. I love the twin Cenobites, the two guys that get joined together, and also they're like security guards that get joined together. Angelique, you get to see her character as a Cenobite towards the end, and then of course Pinhead, Doug Bradley, has a lot of screen time, and he does an amazing job like he always does. So I highly recommend this movie. I think it's really, really good. It's a lot of fun, and yeah, I'd watch this one over and over because I like it a lot. But Pinhead is my favorite screen villain as far as those go. The main guys like Michael Myers, Jason, Freddy, I like all those guys, but I've always been partial to Pinhead. Just think he's a really interesting character, and yeah, good stuff. So definitely check out Bloodline, and I will see you in a few minutes when we dive into Leprechaun. Alright guys, here we go with our final stop in our journey through space with Leprechaun 4, Leprechaun in Space. I haven't seen this one in a couple of years probably, and I'm looking forward to checking it out again. Let's do this. So I just finished up Leprechaun 4 in Space, and this movie is a lot of fun. I don't know what to say about it besides it has everything you could possibly think of. Intergalactic princesses, a leprechaun obviously, a giant mutant spider / scorpion monster. It has cyborgs. It has space marines. It has, I mean, everything, right? So, but it's obviously a silly movie. It's ridiculous. And but if you like Warwick Davis's Leprechaun, you're gonna like this movie. So it's got some fun stuff in it. Basically, the plot centers around it's a ridiculous plot, but the Leprechaun has captured this intergalactic princess who he's holding prisoner, and yeah, he wants to marry her and become king and be wealthy and have everything that goes along with being a king. So, but anyway, the Space Marines find out, they go in, they think they kill him, and he gets on the spaceship, and then it all goes from there. So you even have a giant leprechaun in this. He turns giant at one point. So anyway, a lot of fun, a lot of stupid jokes and, stuff like that. But I laughed and just had fun with it. I actually watched it on Blu-ray because I have the Blu-ray box set. But I also have some other editions, which is why I was kind of showing that one. You can see the back. I will say on the Blu-ray set, it's really cool because I watched the special features, and they have this running special feature throughout the entire thing that's kind of production diaries on each film, and they all match throughout each film, and it's really good. I enjoyed watching that. So, but yeah, so if you haven't seen Leprechaun in Space, check it out. It's not my favorite of the series, but I still like the first one a lot. And I like Leprechaun in the Hood a lot, believe it or not. So, but anyway, check it out. And I hope you've enjoyed this kind of journey through these films. I had fun watching them today on Friday the 13th. And a lot of good stuff. So anyway, if you liked this video, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up. And also you can follow me on Instagram. There will be a link down below. I love the community on there, so please do that. And let me know what you guys think of these movies. I will catch you guys later.